All right, well, hello everyone. Officially, apologies for that little delay. Thanks so much for your patience. We really appreciate it. Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue. Welcome online and in person to Concordia University's fourth space. We're so lucky and happy to have you here with us today. Thanks for joining us for CARE 2023, Concordia's annual recognition event, celebrating those students and employers who go the extra mile as part of the co-op program run via the Institute for Cooperative Education here at Concordia University. Just to help situate you where you are right now, what you've just entered into, we are streaming this event to YouTube Live from Fourth Space, and Fourth Space is located on unceded Indigenous lands here in Tiohtià:ke, Montreal. We'd like to extend our gratitude to the Kanien'kehá:ka Nation, who are the caretakers for the lands and waters that we are meeting on, as for their teachings about the earth and our relations. If you're new to this space, well, once again, welcome in. What do we do here? Well, we work with our faculty, community, students, and staff to activate ongoing research projects and initiatives with the goal of co-creating knowledge and building community. And we do so by producing daily hybrid activities that are free and open to the public. It's been our great pleasure to collaborate with all the organizers from the Institute for Cooperative Education. And now to officially launch the event, swept in from the secret side door, I'm so happy to pass the floor to Concordia University Provost Anne Whitelaw. Hi, Anne.
Thank you, Anna, and thank you everyone for waiting for me, and apologize profusely for the wait. A little scheduling mix up there, and just because I'm late doesn't mean that I'm not thrilled to be here. I am to celebrate the Institute for Cooperative Education and all of the students, the employers, and the staff who thrive. And really, this the incredible work that is done by co-op students, the experience I think that it affords students has been really quite a feather in Concordia's cap for so many years. The Institute has had a significant impact on the lives and careers of the thousands of students who have been part of it since it was founded at Concordia in 1980. The students and employers that we're celebrating today have exceeded our expectations. They remind us that true growth occurs when we step outside of our comfort zones and face new challenges. At Concordia, we recognize the transformative power of that experiential learning for students and employers alike. And that's why we've made the commitment last year to ensure that every undergraduate student graduates with at least one experiential learning opportunity, and at least 2 by 2025. We know that experiential learning is vital. We are providing students with the learning opportunities they need to make tangible differences in the world. By engaging in hands-on experiences, our students grapple with real-world challenges and gain insights that textbooks alone can't provide. And we know that employers hunger for individuals who can hit the ground running. Through the Institute, employers gain access to a pool of talented individuals who not only have the latest technical knowledge, but also bring a rich diversity of academic and practical experiences and perspectives that fuel creativity and problem solving. And really, that's the beauty of experiential learning. It equips our students with the very qualities that employers are looking for. This symbiotic relationship nurtures a generation of graduates who are well prepared to tackle the challenges of the complex world we are living in today. Employers generously share their expertise, exposing our students to the realities of their respective fields. And so this is the thing that makes experiential learning work so well. The CARE event today also offers us the opportunity to express our heartfelt appreciation to the devoted individuals who make it all possible. We must recognize the students who have shown unwavering dedication, curiosity, and resilience throughout the last few tumultuous years. And to employers, thank you for your leadership. The work that you do with this next generation is ensuring a brighter future for all of us. Your guidance, mentorship, and unwavering support have helped to prepare our students to tackle the challenges that lie ahead. And let's not forget the passionate and devoted staff members who have worked tirelessly to create an environment where experiential learning thrives. Thank you to all of you for being the driving force behind the transformative power of experiential learning. Together, we're supporting another generation of graduates who have their diplomas in hand, but also have the concrete experience they need to thrive. I'm sure you're all looking forward to discovering who this year's recipients of the many CARE Awards are, so I'm very happy to leave it to Shireen and to Sarah to get on with the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Anne. Bienvenue à tous et à toutes. Avant de commencer, we have a little sneak preview of a video we have prepared. Anna, over to you. There are many benefits to hiring a Concordia intern, especially in this knowledge economy where talent is in such great demand.
It's been a great experience. I mean, it's an experience that has exceeded our expectations. And we've found a great deal of expertise in these students that we're looking for. And in addition to that, the students have really brought forward perspectives, a diverse set of perspectives that add a lot of value to our team as well as the clients we serve.
Co-op was an opportunity for me to get a taste of what the work field was like.
Our employers really understand the value of hiring Concordia students as interns because they understand that students contribute not only to their current reality, their current pool of talent, but also to their futures.
Working with the students directly takes them out of the classroom and brings them into the workforce and gives them a different perspective on how things are done in the real world.
It kind of like bridges the gap between school and real life. It's that communication, it's that like trusting your coworkers, that teamwork. Those are skills that not only you need in like career-wise, but in life.
When you're hiring them, you know they have potential and you kind of feel like you've got this diamond in the rough, and then we get to participate in sort of helping polish them and bring the best out in them and let them be able to accomplish certain goals.
We were very much attracted to the fact you have a significant number of part-time students, more mature students, international students, as well as bilingual students. So it kind of checked an awful lot of boxes we were looking for from a talent perspective.
I feel like it's an honor for me to get to participate, to help these students at this early stage in their career and to sort of give back and help train them.
Concordia was a natural fit for us as we looked at students in computer science engineering as well as cybersecurity. The program has been ranked as one of the top 10 programs in the country, and a lot of my peers have gone to great places and done great things. So it became a very natural fit for us.
I've worked with a lot of really great companies throughout my experience in co-op, some really big name brands, and I'm extremely lucky and appreciative for the experiences that I've garnered.
I invite employers to reach out to us and we'll help them recruit and identify the best talent for their organization. So once again, welcome. I am very pleased to welcome you here to the Institute for Cooperative Education's Awards and Recognition event of 2023. My name is Shireen Zananiri. I am the Director of the Office of Experiential Learning and Cooperative Education. And it is my honor to be one of your MCs today for this awards ceremony alongside my colleague.
Bonjour à toutes et tous. Je m'appelle Sarah Baptiste-Brown, je suis la chef de l'Institut d'éducation coopérative et nous sommes vraiment excités d'être ici avec vous, de vous avoir avec nous aussi aujourd'hui. On est à Fourth Space, donc sur les lieux à Concordia, et nous sommes aussi virtuellement sur Zoom et en ligne sur YouTube.
This morning we honor 14 students from diverse programs and faculties and 7 employers from various industries and sectors. But we should take a moment to celebrate all our 5,000 Concordia University Institute students, 5,000, believe it or not, and the hundreds of supervisors and employers that have worked to contribute to the successful career development of our students. The countless hours of mentoring, filling in evaluation forms, providing feedback, and the commitment of our fantastic students to continuously learn while juggling their courses and their lives. Truly a big congratulations to all.
This morning, we'll begin with our student awards, where each recipient will share one word about their experience as a member of the Institute for Cooperative Education. Then we'll welcome our Concordia Employer Award awardee to speak on behalf of our employer awardees before we recognize some of our employers in the later part of the ceremony.
So without further ado, let's get to celebrating our students and employers. What I will ask you, if you can please hold your applause till the end of the student award segment, and we will also ask the awardees to stay to the very end for the event for the photos. This includes those of you that are on Zoom. So our first award, the Alexandre Quintal Co-op Student of the Year. Alexandre Quintal was an actuarial mathematics student who tragically passed away in 2005. The Institute for Cooperative Education and his family created a scholarship in his name to honor his memory. This award recognizes a student's academic success and outstanding work term performance. And the first award goes to Nicolas Bergeron in accountancy. Nicolas, please stand up. I know we're ready to all applaud. Nicolas is an exceptional student who has strong knowledge of accounting, great instincts, and communication skills. Nicolas also loves engage in his communities. He is a youth ambassador for Emma Quebec, VP Technology and Innovation for the John Molson Undergraduate Case Competition, Technical Supervisor for the Peer-to-Peer Program at the Institute for Cooperative Education, and Senior Coordinator at Queer Concordia. You will hear more from Nicolas later today, as he will be joined by his co-op employers in our student-employer conversation at 1:30 p.m. Congratulations, Nicolas. Would you please share one word that describes your experience with the Institute?
First off, thank you. My word is community.
Thank you.
The next award is the Institute Mentorship Award. This award distinguishes a committed student mentor who, in addition to maintaining strong academic standing, has given back to the Institute community, helped others, and has been innovative and creative in mentoring other students. And the award goes to Tejas Kaushik, grad industrial engineering. Tejas, thank you, please stand. Tejas secured a 4-month internship and was able to impress managers in a variety of departments, which resulted in his internship being extended to 8 months. He demonstrated eagerness to learn and performed under strict deadlines. As an international student, he was looking to gain additional experience, and the company was keen and kept him on as an SOW. Tejas has also mentored 5 students, spearheading graduate students' involvement in the Institute's peer-to-peer mentorship initiative. In their many in-person meetings, he's helped them with networking as well as other aspects of the hiring process. He creates an environment where they can share mistakes without judgment, so that they can get different perspectives on actions to take and lessons to learn. Congratulations, Tejas. Please share your one word.
Well, thank you so much. My one word is going to be transformative. Thank you again.
Our next award is the Institute Student Ambassador Award. This award acknowledges a student who has been a strong advocate of and vigorous ambassador for the Institute, going above and beyond to help promote its programs, as well as guide and integrate new students. And the award goes to Nadia Sioufi, Computer Engineering. Nadia, please stand up. As a third-year computer engineering student who is completing her second co-op internship, Nadia always wanted to share her experiences with prospective students who are interested in applying to Concordia, especially in the engineering program. This is mainly the reason why she decided to volunteer at Concordia's Fall Open House, as well as for different activities and events organized by the Institute. Congratulations, Nadia. Could you please share your one word about the experience with the Institute?
Thank you very much. And my word would be beneficial.
Thank you.
Next up is the Bergeron Family Undergraduate Scholarship. This award is in memory of Madame Laurette Cressot and recognizes active, well-rounded undergraduate student who contributes as an ambassador of experiential learning, including academic excellence, leadership, and commitment to the Institute. The award goes to Michael Liang, Mathematical and Computational Finance. Michael is a dedicated and enthusiastic student. His passion for the Concordia community and commitment to its growth have driven his involvement at Concordia University. He has mentored co-op students and has been actively involved in the Math, Actuarial, and Statistics Student Association. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he took on the role of Vice President Social and rose to the challenge by organizing virtual networking events with companies to connect with Concordia's math and actuarial community. Congratulations, Michael. Please share your one word.
Thank you so much for the award. My word is discovery.
The Employer's Choice Awards. This award is presented to 3 Co-op Institute students from among the many who are nominated by their actual work term supervisor, manager, or human resource representative. This award recognizes students that go above and beyond what is expected on their work term, and these students have made significant tangible contributions for their employers. And the 3 awards go to Fabrizio Rojas, aerospace engineer, nominated by Philippe Morin from Pratt & Whitney, Canada. Fabrizio has demonstrated an impressive level of knowledge. He brought excellent and novel ideas and worked efficiently to realize them and create high quality results that were well beyond our expectations. Karine Chata, computer science, nominated by Marc-André Poitras from Microsoft. Karine took the initiative to take on additional projects and responsibilities, contributing her time and expertise to making a difference in the company. She built her internal network at Microsoft to get support from a financial and technical perspective and completed the project on her own time. Marianne Vega, grad industrial engineering, nominated by Sabrina Gomez from Airbus Canada. Marianne integrated well into the team. She has exceeded expectations with the quality of her deliverables, and she has taken significant amount of additional work to support the team and also to learn more about the business. So, Fabrizio, Karine, Marianne, if you can stand up, and congratulations. And if you can each share your one word with us.
So first of all, thank you very much. And my word would be exceptional.
Thank you very much. And my word is enriching, enrichissante.
Thank you so much. My word also was discovery, but for this time will be opportunity.
Thank you.
The next award is the Bourse d'Excellence Marthe Catry-Véron. Ce prix reconnaît et récompense les étudiants et étudiantes exceptionnels du programme Co-op en traduction. Ce prix rend hommage à Madame Catry-Véron, la première directrice académique du programme Co-op en traduction. Le prix est décerné à Mila Mitojevic, traduction. Mila a eu un parcours exceptionnel depuis son entrée au programme coopératif en traduction. Du bureau de la traduction au cabinet Versacom, en passant par le prix de la relève de l'OTT-IAQ, sa route a été ponctuée de succès. Mila doit cette réussite à sa progression constante, à son travail minutieux, ainsi qu'à sa curiosité intellectuelle sans limite. Félicitations. Mila, please stand and share your one word that describes your experience at the Institute.
Thank you so much for the award, and my one word is enriching.
Merci. The next prize is the Deidre Annis Mark Award. Ce prix récompense 2 étudiants ou étudiantes de la spécialisation en traduction option d'enseignement coopératif qui a maintenu une excellente moyenne générale tout en manifestant un sens de la responsabilité sociale dans ses activités personnelles et professionnelles. Et les prix sont décernés à Megan Parker, traduction. Alors, Megan, si vous voulez vous lever, plusieurs raisons ont motivé notre choix. D'abord, votre participation au jeu de la traduction à 2 reprises en 2022 et 2023. Et cette année, votre prestation dans l'épreuve de terminologie a été particulièrement remarquée. Tout au long de la préparation des jeux, vous avez aussi démontré de la solidarité et un sens de la responsabilité envers les membres de l'équipe de Concordia. Ensuite, votre professeur Christine York tient à souligner votre participation exemplaire dans le cours de 409, FTRA 409, révision et correction en traduction, par votre curiosité intellectuelle, par vos questions et vos observations judicieuses. C'est toute la classe qui a bénéficié, grâce à vous, d'un climat propice à l'apprentissage. Félicitations, Megan. Si vous pouvez partager that one word that describes your experience with the Institute.
Thank you. My word is also enriching.
Thank you.
The next award is the Chen Feng Huan Memorial Scholarship. These awards are in memory of Chen, a former institute academic director. It recognizes undergraduate students who exemplify the character traits that Chen possessed: personal accountability, collaborative practices, intellectual inquisitiveness, and the ability to inspire others to contribute within the workplace and the institute community. The awards go to Belen Hernandez, Biology, and Nakme Mahutian, Accountancy. Please stand. During Belen's internship at Abish Inc., these characteristics were reflected through one of Belen's biggest challenges. Her French proficiency was limited, and she made it her goal to improve her skills. This resulted in positive feedback from colleagues as well as the clients that she served, complimenting her on her human-first approach in a lab setting. Nagme completed 2 work terms at Go Materials. Although she started unsure of her ability to contribute, she quickly demonstrated her capabilities and gained the trust of the head of finance, which resulted in additional responsibilities. She's always looking for more challenging opportunities so she can pursue her dream to become a successful C-suite executive. And she shares her experience with other Concordians to promote the co-op offering. Congratulations, Belen. Congratulations, Nagme. Please share your 1 words that describe your experiences.
Thank you for the award, and my word is fruitful. Thank you so much. My 1 word would be empowering.
Thank you. The next award is the Co-op and C-Edge Recognition Award of Excellence in Science. This award acknowledges an institute science student who has excelled in their internship, who actively participates in volunteer work or extracurricular activities, and whose work focuses on positively contributing to a better and healthier future. And the award goes to Amin Pakayam. Would you please stand? Amin possesses strong leadership skills and dependability. His academic background in chemistry has provided him with a solid foundation in the principles of science and laboratory techniques. His experience has taught him the importance of attention to detail, creative thinking, and effective communication skills that he believes are critical to success in the field of chemistry. He consistently goes beyond the extra mile and ensures project success and loves sharing his experience with others. Amin has volunteered on several occasions for different activities and events organized by the Institute and the chemistry department. He was proud to mentor co-op students and create a supportive atmosphere where they could voice their concerns and overcome challenges. Congratulations, Amin, and if you can please share your word that describes the Institute.
Thank you so much. My 1 word is enlightening.
Thank you.
Next up is the Co-op Recognition Award of Excellence in Finance. This award acknowledges a finance student who actively participates in volunteer work and extracurricular activities promoting healthier communities. The award goes to Eliot Rachard. Please stand. Eliot's achievements and experiences have demonstrated his leadership skills, his commitment to co-op, and to his fellow students. As a peer-to-peer mentor, he's dedicated his time and energy to see success in his peers. He's also overcome challenges in the workplace, entering a new environment with openness and eagerness to research and learn. Elliot, congratulations to you. Please share your 1 word.
Thank you very much. My word would be perseverance.
Thanks.
The Emerging Leader Award. This award recognizes a senior institute student who has demonstrated strong leadership skills, has had a profound impact on student life or within the greater Concordia community, and has maintained excellent standing at the Institute. This award was created thanks to the Institute JMSB alumni, Christina Christou and David Colosardo. And the award goes to Taylor Savelson. Taylor, would you please stand up? Taylor is currently in the last year of her marketing degree while volunteering for student associations, working part-time, and volunteering for charitable organizations. At the same time, she has continuously sought new learning opportunities, whether by attending student-run events or working online certificates. She is a strong team player, determined to work with others in the ways that effectively play to all her strengths. Congratulations, Taylor. Please share your 1 word that describes your experience with the Institute.
Thank you very much for this award, and my 1 word would be enlightening.
So, before we move to the next segment, it is now time to recognize all our student awardees with an extremely warm set of warm applause. So now I have the pleasure to kick off our employer awards. And our Concordia Alumni Employer Award. This award proudly recognizes Concordia alumni that have promoted the hiring of institute students for work terms within their organizations. And the award goes to Josie Scalia from Nestle Health Science. Now, so Josie has been a real advocate for student hiring, ensuring that our students have all the training and support that they need. She supports learning opportunities by collaborating with us at the Institute to identify and create skills-based training available to all our students. We are very grateful to Josie's leadership and dedication. Josie, on behalf of all the employers and the Institute and our students, would you please join, well, you're already there, sorry, I'm reading. We would like to thank you, and if you would be able to share a few words about your experience with the Institute.
Absolutely. Thank you, Shireen. And thanks to everyone at the Institute here. So happy to be here today with all of you. They had asked me to kind of just give a little bit of background. So in terms of who I am, I'm a Concordia alumni. So I graduated from here many years ago. And I have been working with the Institute for over 17 years. I first met Richard Malokian, who's here 17 years ago, and decided to participate in the Concordia Co-op, and it has been a terrific experience. In terms of the program itself at Nestle Health Science, we originally started off just with a tax intern, and we've grown to increase that to financial analyst interns. We have human resources, supply chain, in the marketing department, and now for the first year ever, we were also recruiting from IT and the computer engineering department. I have two of our interns here from there. It's been very exciting to see the impact that our students are able to have and the big benefits that they've brought for our company. Specifically about receiving this award, this is really an exceptional honor for me. I'm accepting this award, of course, also on behalf of all the great people at Nestle Health Science that believe in the program, that believed in me for running it, for expanding it. And I guess I would have to say also thanks to sort of the people behind me, my family, my husband, who I met here in accounting class, so our two kids, and also my entire family and my parents, who always sort of pushed me to and encouraged me for everything I've done, including like just why not 100%? If you're going to do something, then do it all the way and do the best you can. I've always loved working with interns. They inspire me every day. I learn so much from them. My father-in-law used to teach here, and he had told me once, we should focus and we should follow the youth. After all, they're our future. They're the future. In showing the interns how to tackle the day-to-day tasks and the projects, we train them how to also become leaders for tomorrow. So this approach has always been a backdrop of how we mentor. This concept of paying it forward has been so important to me. I'm so grateful for all the mentors I've had. So this is sort of my way of giving back. Our approach has always been to be more focused on how you think, not so much about what you know. It's also important for the interns to understand that the stone that they sort of add builds the overall castle, and how they make a difference. Teamwork is very key for us, so each student always gets paired with a buddy at the beginning. In a post-COVID environment, my team has sort of a little bit of a hybrid approach. So my belief is that you need to give people a reason to come into the office. So we try to have team meetings, for example, on Tuesdays, so they know that they're going to see other people. And then we have a walking club on Thursdays, which works out really nicely, so they get to see the broader office team. We also have regular town halls where they can meet others. We also have an inspiration series where we have different professionals come and speak to the students for about 30 minutes, and then we have a Q&A session. This has been really tremendous experience, and also from the professionals that tell me after, it's good for their soul. Giving back is good for the soul, and just helping out and making a difference. The common theme seems to be that a lot of the careers are not linear. You go from a field engineer to chief engineer, and it's not this straight line. It's very fluid, and they're very open about the different experiences, and failure is sometimes absolutely part of success. And I think that really resonates well. Anyone who knows me knows how passionate I am about doing my part to help these interns succeed and to set them up for the next step in their careers. So in terms of working with the Concordia Co-op, it's been a wonderful experience for me, and it's proven to serve as a pipeline for talented individuals too that we have hired on. Nothing makes my heart full like seeing the interns come back and telling me years later all their adventures, the terrific ways they've helped their companies be successful, but also especially how they've made a difference for others, since it is all about human connections. So I want to say a very special thank you for this award. It means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Josie.
Thank you, Josie. We're now going to continue with the remaining employer awards. Just two quick reminders. Please hold your applause until the end of that portion. Sorry. And we're asking all of our awardees to stay until the very end so we can take some pictures. So the following employer awards were all nominated by students. So, Top Company Integration, Culture, and Learning Award. This award recognizes a company that has integrated interns extremely well and promotes a culture that supports internship learning opportunities. Le prix est décerné à Adrien Lassalle de Bradley and Rawlings, nominé par Alexandre Quintal, Masters of Engineering Information System Security. Adrien and the overall Bradley and Rawlings team have integrated interns exceptionally well, introducing them to real-world challenges, tips on how to approach solutions to big projects, and encouraging them to keep learning. Events and get-togethers are organized, and there is always a fun environment for staff. Adrien actively supported Alaukic's development and learning. Félicitations. Adrien, s'il vous plaît, partagez votre mot qui décrit votre relation avec l'Institut.
Eh bien, merci à tous. Mon mot, c'est partage, sharing.
Merci.
Our next award is the Top Supervisor Award. This award recognizes a supervisor that demonstrated exemplary coaching during an internship, and the award goes to James Lally, CAE. The awardee was nominated by Harsh Jaswal, MBA student. James gave Harsh impactful and important projects, gave him feedback to improve, and promoted his successes within the company. He has continually endorsed Harsh for subsequent internship and work opportunities. Here are a few examples of James' supervision and support: making Harsh a product owner of Canadian websites, treating Harsh as a valued member of the team, going above and beyond as a support at the firm, not just for the work, but Harsh's overall experience. Congratulations, James. Please share your one word that describes your experience with the Institute.
Thank you for the award. Thank you, Harsh, for nominating me. A little correction, CAE is a great company, and I work for Abbott Laboratories in nutrition. I just want to set the record. My one word is growth.
Thank you. Apology about the mistake.
No problem.
The next award is Top Internship, Most Impactful and Challenging Project. This award recognizes a supervisor who provided an exceptionally challenging internship where the student was stretched, well supported, and given the opportunity to deliver a sustainable impact for the company. The award goes to Philippe Morin from Pratt & Whitney, Canada. The awardee was nominated by Fabrizio Rojas, aerospace engineering student, who's also present today as an awardee. Philippe assisted Fabrizio in envisioning his work and also invited him to seek out and collaborate with specialists and others across the organization. Moreover, Philippe encouraged creativity by building on new ideas and facilitating experimentation. This allowed Fabrizio to have a sustainable impact on the project. Overall, Philippe deserves recognition for his support and encouragement, as well as his willingness to provide an environment in which interns can express their ingenuity and push their abilities to the limit. Philippe, félicitations. Please share your one word.
Thank you. Thank you, Fabrizio, as well. My word is symbiosis. Symbiose. Merci.
Thank you. The Women in Engineering Career Launch Experience Mentor Awards. We call it WECLE. is a unique internship offered by the Co-op Institute, partnership with industry leaders that includes mentorship and professional development for female identifying students in the Gina Cody School of Engineering and Computer Science. The award recognizes 3 weekly mentors, all of whom volunteers in this role, who have had a significant impact on the students' professional and personal growth and overall internship experience. In alphabetical order, the first award goes to Émilie Deschtines from Bombardier, nominated by Claudine Morisette, Mechanical Engineering. Would you please turn on your video? Émilie is online. Émilie's help made a big difference during Claudine's experience working at Bombardier. Émilie gave her more than just mentorship advice. She helped Claudine to grow and be more confident towards her future career and her life. Congratulations, Émilie. The second award goes to Natalia Para from Pratt & Whitney, Canada, nominated by Tina Mohammed, Mechanical Engineer, Masters in Engineering, Aerospace Engineering. Natalia, would you please stand up? Natalia is a compassionate and build trust with Tina, and she was able to share her personal and professional goals and challenges with her. Natalia gave Tina an opportunity to collaborate with her team. This helped build her network and gave her a platform to showcase her skills and work ethic. Congratulations, Natalia. I'm sorry, Natalia could not be with us today, so we will extend our congratulations. The third award goes to Laura William from PCL, nominated by Emily Winokur, building engineer. Laura, would you please stand up? Laura helped Emily get accustomed to the massive construction site she was working on and made sure that she was comfortable. During the internship, she also discussed what Emily wanted to do after graduation and the potential opportunities that she may have. She has her best interests at heart. To the 3 of you, a heartfelt congratulations and many thanks. So if you can each share your 1 word that expresses your experience. Is Emily, is she online? She's not online. So her word was eye-opening. Natalia's word is symbiotic. And Laura, if you can share your word.
Sure. Thank you again. My word is invaluable.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We'd like to invite all employer and student awardees to stand up. And I guess we don't have anybody online, but we do want to make sure we get a picture of everybody. While we get set up, maybe we can give everybody a round of applause.
Yes.
Good. Excellent.
Thank you. We would like to sincerely thank you for being part of this special ceremony. It's been a pleasure and an honor to be with you today.
To our awardees, we'll continue to take pictures while we move into our next portion of the day. So please stick around. Merci à toutes et à tous. Thank you, everyone, especially the staff at the Institute who spent, I can't even tell you how many hours poring over all of the applicants that we got for our awards. It's a joy, and I thank everybody for their time and their commitment to do that. This is really just the start of our celebrations today. So I mentioned the next set of activities. At about 12:40, we'll begin the student showcase. So we'll have additional students. So these are excellent students. We have more excellent students that will be joining us here at Fourth Space to talk about their internship experiences and to be able to network with the folks in the room. So stick around, we'll have light refreshments over the lunch hour. After lunch at 1:30 p.m., as mentioned, Nicolas Bergeron, our Alexandre Quintal Co-op Student of the Year awardee, will be in conversation with his employers. So 2 of his employers are Bombardier and Anderson in Canada. This will be moderated by Anna Summer, one of our team leads here at the Institute. And really this event is a unique opportunity to have all of our major stakeholders really in conversation together. So having the student the employers, and a member of our staff. So I really encourage you to either stick around in the space or come back to the space. And for the folks online on Zoom or on YouTube, it is at the same link that you're on now. So we hope to see you all later on today.
Before passing it on to Anna, I want to express my deep thanks to the whole team at the Co-op Institute. Without you, we can't be doing this, and your dedication and hard work is unbelievable. So I'd like to thank them, and if we can just do a quick round of applause for this, my incredible team. Anna, over to you.
All right, so we're talking about what we're doing next, is that right? Okay, so those of you whose slides we will be sharing with our online audience, we invite you to join us in this corner behind Shireen there. And I think you've all been asked to share a few words about the work that you've done and your research, right? And we're going to record that and live stream it and allow our online Zoom, YouTube audience to have a bit of a sneak peek to the posters that will be shown also in the space. These big screens will be transformed into showing your posters, as will some of the mobile screens that are around the space. So we'll be able to help situate you, and as folks are having their snacks, you'll be able to mingle and also speak to your work while you're here. Excuse me. All right, thanks very much.
As I reflect on the 3 co-op internships I have successfully completed, I can confidently say that I have pinpointed a specific aspect of computer engineering I want to work in. My first internship at KPMG, I was part of the intelligent automation team with a focus on shadow IT. And this introduced me to the world of cybersecurity in a very hands-on way. Shadow IT refers to the use of third-party applications by companies to circumvent the shortcomings of their internal IT systems and can often pose security risks. This led to the development of a program which was able to scan computers and search them for any infractions, such as the storage of personal information on the computer's hard drive. As I enjoyed working on this security project, this led me to focusing on cybersecurity-related internships for my second work term. I found my opportunity as a cybersecurity intern at CGI and worked on the implementation of a security bootcamp revolved around DevSecOps for my second internship. DevSecOps extends the popular DevOps software development methodology by integrating security and ensuring it is a shared responsibility throughout the IT lifecycle. This was a very technical internship and introduced me to the cloud, as aspects of the project revolved around deploying code to cloud resources hosted on Microsoft's Azure cloud platform. I also completed the Information and Communication Technology Council's Cybersecurity Certificate as part of the Work Integrated Learning Program. Finally, my third internship was at Microsoft. This internship brought the previous 2 experiences together, as I was now a cloud solution architect, tasked with learning, presenting, and researching different aspects of the cloud, with a focus on security. A cloud solution architect optimizes and maintains cloud computing solutions, from researching the amount of cloud resources necessary for the deployment of a program to the cloud, to migrating already existing workflows to the cloud. Throughout this internship, I was able to focus on both the cloud and cybersecurity, obtain 2 Microsoft certifications, network and shadow other employees to learn from them, and bring all of this knowledge together in a final internship project which was presented to senior management. Thank you for listening, and thank you to the Co-op Institute for their help and support in guiding me to find my intended career path in cloud security. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you, Joey. Congratulations.
All right, so I'm very grateful to have been selected to share my experience with Co-op. Honestly, going in, my main objective and just my university journey in general was to experience, that university life as much as I can and get as much different perspectives. And Co-op was a perfect way to do that. For one, not knowing exactly where you want to go, being faced with so many options. Yeah, you're in finance, but it can go in so many different directions. So I find that Co-op really gave me that opportunity to experience different aspects of the work field and help me narrow down my choice. So that led me to working in wealth management at Scotiabank, Oliver Wyman as an actuarial consultant, and business analyst with the National Research Council of Canada. And getting that opportunity to work with these different companies in these completely different fields helped me narrow down in the sense that I got a look at what I liked and what I didn't like. So now I know what to look for in my next, when I kick off my career. So I'm really grateful for that opportunity. Really grateful for the people that I've met, the networks that I've been able to the relationships I've been able to make. And yeah, that's pretty much what I take out of this experience, and I'm really looking forward to what's next.
Hi, my name is Michael. The co-op experience has been wonderful. It has provided me the opportunity to do a few internships and to explore a few teams within financial market, enabling me to discover my interests and also what captivates me. Each internship serve as a stepping stone, building upon the knowledge, the experience gained from the previous one. I'm very grateful that upon graduation that I have a few internships under my belt, but more importantly, it has allowed me to crystallize my career goals and my aspirations. Thank you.
Through co-op and my internships, I gained exposure to various industries and different company sizes, which allowed me to use and apply my skill set in fields other than supply chain management. For example, during my last internship, I was able to work with a team where supply chain was not the main focus. It was still a rewarding experience because I was able to discover new interests and improve my networking skills. Overall, co-op has been a valuable experience, and I was able to come out of it with people that I now call my best friends.
Hi everyone. All in all, my co-op experience was an amazing one. I had the opportunity to work alongside so many colleagues and so many institute members which provided unlimited guidance and support. All in all, in my internship, I got the opportunity to work across 3 different organizations in different positions, which helped me and my confidence in knowing what I wanted to do in the future.
So hello everyone. There was one thing I could share today about the benefits of co-op and the internships I had. It would be how I was able to build confidence, and how I was always pushed outside of my comfort zone during my internships. I was also very lucky to have very supportive mentors thanks to the Women in Engineering Career Launch program. So yeah, I'm really proud of who I am today and all the accomplishments I made this past four years at Concordia University. And although it has been hard to kind of balance between 5 courses and then internships during the summer, well, looking back, it was worth it because you're one step ahead when you try to find full-time jobs when graduating. So yeah, thank you.
Co-op is a wonderful experience for me. It boosts my confidence and sharpens my professional skills. At the same time, it gives me the chance to explore and discover my career goal after graduation. I also met a lot of wonderful people who has provided me with valuable insights in the IT industry. And the best thing I found about co-op is that even if you don't have any working experience to start with, they will give you all the necessary resources for you to begin with and be successful on it.
Hi, I'm Megan Parker. I'm in my 3rd year in co-op for the specialization in translation, French to English. I had a really great opportunity to do 3 internships through the co-op, which allowed me to see the different sides of the industry. I got to do 2 internships in the private sector, one with a small company and one with a larger company, as well as one with the public sector, which really showed the different sides of the translation industry.
Yeah, my experience with co-op has been excellent. I got the opportunity to work with 3 different companies, and in that I learned connection, communicating with people, public talking, and it was a wonderful experience. And if I were to do it all over again, I'll do it for sure.
So during my internship, I actually got the chance to explore a lot of opportunities that are really aligned with my degree. And so this helped me a lot actually because it gave me the chance to sort of test the water a little bit and sort of figure out what I like and what I dislike. And so that kind of gave me a better understanding of my career aspirations and what I want to do better in the long run. And so my number one takeaway as a co-op student is really to not be afraid of exploring your choices and figuring out what you want to do, because it's really important, I believe, as an experience.
Concordia's co-op program has been the most immersive and the unmatched program that I've seen. Because when I came here to do my MBA, this was a program that gave me the edge into the industry. I was able to interact with the industry leaders, and since then I have been able to convert my co-op internship into a full-time role at Bombardier. So that would be my key takeaway for it.
Hi, my name is Tasnuva Haroon, and I graduated in the year 2020. I studied supply chain operations management, and I discovered this program, Accelerated Career Experience, which is a very different program than the regular co-op. And I decided to take my chance with it, even though the internship that was offered to me was for 16 months. And I think at the end of my internship, it was totally worth it, because I was able to transition into a full-time role because of this experience. And my one takeaway from this whole experience is, for any student who's about to start their career, don't be picky about your first job. Take whatever opportunity comes your way, and it'll pay off. Thank you.
Okay, I'll just invite everybody to get comfortable, take your seats. We've got our panel ready to go here. Everybody's setting up. We've got the Dean of the John Molson School of Business with us, Anne-Marie Croteau, who's going to say a few words of welcome right at 1:30. So we've still got a minute to make sure everybody gets comfortable. We set our cameras up for everyone. And if you need a chair, there is a stack of chairs at the back. You're welcome to pull one off from that stack and make yourself comfortable. Our team can also help you with that. I'll just say a big thank you to everyone who's been with us since early this morning. It was a great award ceremony and great poster presentation. Thank you for all of those who recorded those little videos with the Force Space team here. That was really wonderful to hear about your experiences and research, and we'll be sure to edit those out and get them out there for other people to share in your experiences. All right, it's telling me that it's almost 1:30, so if we are good and ready, Makai, if you give me a thumbs up if you have the camera on. Yeah, awesome. I'll pass it over to Dean of John Molson School of Business, Anne-Marie Croteau. Welcome in.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, everyone. Bonjour à tous. Merci d'être là. C'est un plaisir d'être avec vous. Alors, mon nom est Anne-Marie Croteau. Je suis la toute première femme doyenne de l'école de gestion John Molson. It's a pleasure to have you all here. We're here to celebrate the co-op experience. And when I recall my own experience, not as a co-op student, but when I was a faculty member, I remember teaching. I teach in MIS, or Business Technology Management, and years ago, I recall one specific student. We were talking about something, and I could see that she was relating to what I was explaining. We could see connection in our minds that were happening because she had the work experience. And that's what co-op is all about. You teach, and then they go on and get the co-op experience, and then they come back in class and they can relate more and connect things. And I think it really enhanced their own learning experience. At John Molson, we dearly value the co-op for our students. We receive more than 3,000 offers for our students, and they're quite engaged, and they respond to this very well. Of course, I'd like to thank our employers who are helping our students, who are giving our students a chance to go and learn and get better at what they do. And aujourd'hui, oh, j'ai un accent en anglais. Je suis posée de passer en français, mais là, je l'ai vraiment. On est ici pour célébrer Nicolas Bergeron, comme vous le savez, qui est le récipiendaire de l'année pour le prix Alexandre Quintal. Et comme vous le savez, c'est un étudiant qui s'est démarqué parce qu'il a eu d'excellents résultats académiques. Il a eu une excellente réputation auprès des employeurs. Je regardais ses évaluations, c'était outstanding, 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 outstanding. Anything else to add? No. Well, we'll find something for you, don't worry. But all this to say speaks to the quality of his candidacy. He had internship with Anderson Tax Services and Bombardier. Alors, félicitations encore, Nicolas. Félicitations aux autres diplômés, si je peux dire, du système de coop. C'est important pour nous, profitez-en bien, puis merci encore aux employeurs. Maintenant, Anna, it's all yours. Merci beaucoup tout le monde.
Merci Anne-Marie. I'd like to start by introducing the panel. So we have Nicolas Bergeron, of course, who is an undergraduate student from the Institute in Accounting, who has completed his 3 co-op work terms and is now commencing his 5th and final year. In parallel, he is working at Cineplex for 6.5 years now, including 3.5 years in the management team. He's also very involved in the community as a youth ambassador for HEMA Quebec, VP Technology and Innovation for the John Molson Undergraduate Case Competition, Technical Supervisor for the Peer-to-Peer Program at the Institute for Co-operative Education, and Senior Coordinator at Queer Concordia, and multiple other involvements. He clearly loves being engaged with his communities. We also have Simon Davary, Managing Partner at Anderson in Canada. Simon works in Canadian and international tax and provides tax strategies for global expansion of Canadian and foreign entities. Prior to joining Anderson in Canada, Simon was co-founding partner at STM, Chartered Professional Accountants Incorporated. He has previously worked at PwC, KPMG, and SNC-Lavalin. The culmination of this extensive international tax experience has made him a leader in his field today. We also have Valentina Bilic de Bombardier. Valentina a commencé comme stagiaire chez Bombardier en janvier 2020, puis un poste permanent lui a été offert. Elle a obtenu son titre CPA en avril 2022, félicitations, et occupe maintenant le poste d'analyste en finance chez Bombardier depuis février 2020. Et depuis 1 an, elle participe au comité de recrutement de stagiaires dans les équipes finance de Bombardier. So welcome to all 3 of you. For the audience, those of you who are here in person, a mic will be passed around afterwards for the Q&A portion of the event. And for our online audience, please make sure to write your questions in the Q&A, and we'll be able to ask those after. Our Q&A moderator is Kristen Oliver from the Institute. So just to introduce you to the Alexandre Quintal Award, I know it was introduced earlier this morning, but for anybody joining us newly this afternoon, we want to make sure to cover it here. So Alexandre Quintal was an actuarial mathematics student who sadly passed away in 2005. The Institute for Cooperative Education and his family created a scholarship in his name to honor his memory. The Alexandre Quintal Co-op Student of the Year Award is to recognize and reward a top co-op student who is pursuing full-time studies in any of the Institute's undergraduate or graduate programs and who has demonstrated outstanding academic success and work-term performance. Nicolas Bergeron is incredibly deserving of this award. So, Nicolas, first, congratulations on being selected as the Alexandre Quintal Concordia Co-op Student of the Year awardee for 2023.
Thank you very much.
So to begin, can you please just give us a brief overview of your experience as a co-op student?
Yeah, so if we go back to why I first applied in co-op, I really wanted to seek the growth that now today I achieved. Of course, we have classes in university, but we really need those practical experiential learning opportunities such as co-op to really translate those theoretical theoretical knowledge in class applied into a practical work experience. And that's the main reason why I applied. And as I said, I got so much tremendous growth out of it, mainly thanks to the support from the Institute staff, the university faculty, and my supervisors and colleagues at all my internships.
That's amazing. Thank you. Simon, I'll pass it to you next. How have students from the Institute contributed to your workplace?
I'll answer that in a second, but just before, a little introduction to avoid any confusion. So Nicolas was baptized as Bergie on his first day, and that's the beginning of any successful internship where you baptize your interns. Jean-Philippe, who later came from Concordia, was Juan Felipe. So we had all kinds, but I'm going to refer to him as Bergie, so in case you you get confused. But how did Bergie and everybody else contributed to our success? I mean, I think there's so many different ways to put it, because at the time when you came, you were the only one. Now we have three of them as we speak, and it's a great, first of all, help to the team, because they bring in so much energy, so much desire to contribute. And I think that to the senior member of the team, it's very refreshing to have that type of involvement by people that are eager to learn, and you clearly see it. But in addition, as probably a lot of employers connect with this fact, is recruitment happens much earlier on nowadays than what it used to be back in my good old days of you graduate and then you look for a job. So I think the co-op program and the internships really is a big help for our efforts of recruitment for people that will start 2-3 years down the line, but you've already seen the talented people that are already somewhat functional despite the lack of experience they have, where they are contributing in very, very positive ways to the work environment.
All right, thank you. Et à Valentina aussi, comment les étudiantes et étudiants de l'Institut ont-elles contribué à votre lieu de travail?
En fait, ils ont un impact très, très positif dans chacune de nos équipes. Donc, Nicolas, dans notre équipe, il nous a énormément aidés. Chaque étudiant apporte de nouvelles idées, de nouvelles solutions aux problèmes. Chaque étudiant nous supporte, puis son aide est surtout très, très précieuse dans les moments les plus achalandés. Donc, les périodes budgétaires, par exemple. Donc, sans les étudiants, le niveau de stress au sein de chaque équipe, il monte énormément. Donc, ils nous supportent dans les tâches de day-to-day, les quotidiens. Donc, on les remercie grandement. Merci.
Aussi à Valentina, notre. Comment pensez-vous que les stages des étudiantes et étudiants les aident à réussir leur développement de carrière?
Oui, en fait, ils ont tous, ils prennent beaucoup de l'expérience au niveau personnel que professionnel. Puis cette expérience-là, ils vont pouvoir l'appliquer dans leur futur, dans leur carrière. Donc, plus de stages que tu en fais, plus de personnes tu vas rencontrer, des professionnels dans chaque entreprise, plus de portes tu vas t'ouvrir dans le futur. Donc, tu as des contacts pour le restant de ta carrière.
Oui, bien sûr. Okay, Nicolas, what do you think made you stand out from other candidates in the interview process?
Well, right before the interview process, I also highlight the importance of having a well-prepared resume, a CV. I believe that what made me stand out at that part was the extracurricular involvement. For those who know me, I'm a strong advocate for community engagement and student life engagement. It really helps you stand apart when employers have a pile of CVs. Now, in the actual interview process, this is what we were talking about earlier, I slid a joke in my very first interview. I was asked, why did I join Co-op? I said, because it was paid. They found it funny. I laughed. It worked well. Ended up getting the internship. But what I want to say about that is just showing your personality during the interview process, not having robotic answers, just being yourself, because you're hiring, or they're hiring, the person. All students took the same courses. You have to find ways to stand out, and just being yourself is the way to do it.
Yeah, that's excellent advice. Simon, what are the top qualities that you look for in an intern, and how did Nicolas make a positive impact and stand out during the hiring process?
So I would say that it's not that different what we're looking for in terms of intern than an actual employee, because we're all humans, right? At the end of the line, there are some attributes that anyone brings to the table that are key. It goes without saying that interns coming in with less experience, although Bergie, you were pretty good from day one. What I would say is that what we're really looking at is people that are really showing desire to learn and are there to contribute positively, whatever it is, and they are aware that no matter what they end up doing, they're gonna give something to their work environment. Because when I used to train people for their interviews back in the days, I always say, you know what, don't ever ask about what's in it for me. It's a question of what do you bring to the organization. And I think the interns, including you really have a very, very positive impact, because you come in, you want to learn. And one other thing that we really look at is people that are disciplined. You know, oftentimes we ask the question in interview process, have you ever done any activities when you were young that require discipline? And we love athletes and musicians because it shows that from a very young age, they were used to be disciplined. And I've always said it, if you're smart and a hard worker, I mean, it's top of the line. If I have to choose between one of the two, hard worker is more valuable than someone who's smart, because they'll go further than someone who's just is really good but never really applies it in day-to-day life.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you. Valentina, quelles sont vos attentes à l'égard des étudiantes et étudiants qui travaillent chez Bombardier?
Oui, donc habituellement, ils sont là pour supporter les analyses financières, ils sont là pour produire des rapports hebdomadaires, mensuels, mais le cas de Nicolas était tout à fait différent. Donc, Nicolas a développé des processus, il a automatisé certains processus, les tâches, donc sont plus rapides maintenant. Donc, et en plus, il a mis à jour plusieurs procédures, puis il a formé nos autres stagiaires, donc un stagiaire qui supervisait d'autres stagiaires.
Vraiment above and beyond. Simon, as a firm that works in both Canadian and international tax, how prepared are Concordia Institute students to just jump into the work? And, you know, are there other skills or knowledge that students can work to acquire to be better ready, better prepared for the work?
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't intend to get into a whole lot of political issues here, or maybe I do, but I mean, there's one huge benefit that Concordia brings to the table. It's not the only university, but it's one of the major university here is when we talk about international, I mean, it goes without saying that English is key for us. I mean, how many times you worked in French, Bergie, when you were with us, as opposed to English?
Not that much.
Okay, well, you didn't really work with me that much, but I mean, I don't know your background, but based on your name, I'm assuming you come from more of a French background. And I've taught myself in university, in this very university, and a lot of people come here and they say, you know, I want to develop those linguistic. So it really helps for us, someone who comes in and maybe English is not their mother tongue, and they really improve that side, because it's a game changer, and that's pure language. Now, when we talk about education, I don't know all the universities, but I've had students from different universities, and Concordia's program, at least in business, it's the program that I know better, is very practical. It equips people to be very functional at work. And I think in terms of just the way the curriculum is built, it does give you pretty much everything you need as a base to then get into the world and put it in practice. Now, what people could do differently, I don't think it's a question of thinking differently. I think it's the type of experience you go get, and a big fan of trying to get some relevant experience if you can. So you may have heard me say this in the past, but instead of going to get a job at Starbucks, even though you probably get free coffee and it's pretty good, I would encourage accounting students, and this is an accounting student kind of recommendation is if you can pick up some bookkeeping jobs, you're not going to get free bookkeeping and it's not as delicious as Starbucks coffee, but you will get a lot more prepared for wherever you are. Even if you're not doing accounting work, accounting is the basics of the accounting profession, and knowing the ins and outs and the journal entries, how they go into the system, how the reports come out, it's very key. And the other thing that I've seen significant deficiencies is knowledge of Excel. So I recommend everyone to beef up your Excel knowledge, because when you get to work, the expectations are, right or wrong, the expectations are that you know how to use Excel. And most people that at least you were pretty good. But most people, they don't come in with the expected knowledge base in Excel, which is a very, very powerful tool and used, at least in our world, all the time. But I think it goes in other disciplines as well.
I'm going to use that opportunity to plug our Excel program that we offer to students. So for the last year or so, we've had an Excel program offered to Institute students, and a lot of students have already completed it, and it's a fantastic skill gaining program that they're able to complete for free through the Institute. So any students who are just starting, now is a great time to get involved in that. Great. Nicolas, for your first internship, you started out, like right from the beginning, you were reporting to senior members of the tax team. So how did you build your confidence in such a short time? And then how do you think you continued to grow throughout each of your work terms?
So for context, my very first internship at Anderson as a tax intern was even before having taken the tax courses. So for someone who back then 20 years old, not having any tax knowledge, going in a tax intern position is very daunting, very scary. But acknowledging that you don't have that knowledge, but going in with an open mind and ready to learn, having that drive for curiosity and being well supported by the team, that's where you're able to really develop. And again, one colleague, we were talking about Omar earlier, who really took the time from day one, took me aside, teach me the basics of tax so that I can help out and support the team in any functional area. And, you know, having that curiosity and that will to learn, I was never afraid to ask questions because I accepted the fact that I had lots of room to grow, and the team also recognized that, so they were there to support, and naturally confidence to use the team's resources comes along. And throughout this followed with my internship at Bombardier, of course, this large organization. I took that curiosity along with me and was never afraid to ask and reach out for support when I needed. That's the whole point of co-op, right? Is to develop your learning, and I got the most out of it by reaching out to my peers.
That's great. And so you have a lot of other work experience that has nothing to do with accounting.
Yep.
And I'm curious how that influenced your learning and your preparedness going into these internships.
Yeah, so as you said at the very beginning, 6.5 years now at Cineplex, 3.5 in the management team. It's my very first job, other than babysitting, which I don't count.
I think that counts too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sometimes it can be rough. But starting at Cineplex, right at the beginning of CJEP was my first professional experience, if you will. Where you develop those real soft skills. So back in high school, I'm someone who was very reserved, shy, didn't talk to many people. It's my first experience, guest-facing work experience. And that's where you really learn to develop your character and all those nice soft skills that help you stand out during the interview process. So that was the very first spark, if you will, in my development. And as the path went on, develop throughout the ranks of chef d'équipe and now assistant manager, where you align your studies, because my second major is in management, so I was able to apply some of that knowledge into practice, being in the management team, and that just solidifies that knowledge on top of that.
Great, thank you. Simon, this is a 3-part question. I can repeat any part of it. So according to our records, Nicolas is the first intern that you hired through the Institute, and he did 2 work terms with Anderson. So had you hired interns before him? That's the first question. Then how did you craft or design the internship role in your firm? And also, how did having Nicolas as part of your team prompt you to continue hiring institute students afterwards?
Sure. I will answer it. And maybe it's going to be a mix and match of all these things. Fine. Just a quick comment before I start. You forgot to mention integrating by playing foosball, because your involvement in foosball in the office really got you right off the bat connected to the senior people who are foosball fanatics. What was your question?
All right. So he was the first intern?
Yeah.
Right. Had you hired interns before?
Yeah, no, I was just kidding. Oh, okay. Bergie was a blessing and a curse at the same time, because he was so good that we really had a really good candidate, but he put the expectation at a very high level for everyone that followed. So if I had to redo your hiring, I'm not sure I would have hired you, because you really messed up everything for us afterwards. But no, all jokes aside, he was the first one. It was really great. And I think it's really great to start with this type of experience, because you have faith in the program, and you know that that type of quality candidate could come out of, you know, a program. But basically, as you said, you had no experience whatsoever, well, no experience, no knowledge of tax, and you were still able to push the boundaries and do something with the little knowledge that you had, with the help of, you know, other team member who were supportive, and you were showing that, you know what, with what I have, I could do a lot. And to us, it was the beginning of a really, really good experience, because we made the internship program much more formalized. As I was saying, right now we have 3 of them. And at the time you were there, it was very unstructured. There was a little bit learning on the job. Now it's very structured. There is clear curriculum. Okay, what you're going to be doing the next 4 months. We are sending all our interns to Chicago, because we have a worldwide internship program. Unfortunately, you couldn't go because of pandemic, of course, and everything was shut down. But it's a great experience. And I think at the end of the line, most of our intern, one, as a matter of fact, that's from Concordia that we have currently, who has already expressed that they want to come back and work after their undergrad with us. So I think it gives a good taste. It's to us, as I was saying before, recruitment happens earlier and earlier in people's journey of the academic journey. And this is key for our growth, because finding talented people like Bergie, who decided not to stay with us, but that we'll talk another day about that issue, is very important. And I think Concordia University and the program such as this one is very helpful to the business industry, because we do need it, and they need to get this experience to be able to afterwards be efficient based on everything that they've learned. Did I answer everything, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah. Valentina? Bombardier a toujours embauché un grand nombre d'étudiantes et d'étudiants au fil des ans. Comment structurez-vous vos équipes et vos processus d'embauche pour être aussi efficaces?
Oui, en fait, nous avons mis en place un comité de stagiaires. Donc, ce comité est composé d'une membre de chaque équipe de nos organisations qui accueillent un étudiant. Puis, dans le comité, nous sommes plusieurs. Donc, nous nous concentrons seulement sur ça, sur passage des entrevues, revoir les CV. Donc, on représente très bien les besoins de chaque équipe qui prend des étudiants. Puis, nous passons un grand volume d'entrevues de plusieurs universités. Donc, ça nous permet vraiment de cibler les étudiants qui contribuent le mieux dans chaque équipe. Donc, les étudiants qui, par exemple, qui ont des intérêts en trésorerie, nous le mettons dans les équipes de trésorerie. Donc, on s'assure qu'ils sont vraiment intéressés dans ce qu'ils font.
OK, d'accord. Merci. Nicolas, what are some of the practices at the companies that you interned at that really helped make your internship experience stand out, that made them exceptional?
See, that's why I didn't say earlier, but foosball. It's okay. But honestly, yes, having activities like this, like foosball at Anderson or going rafting at the Lachine Rapids with the team, those team bonding activities beyond work make those experiences exceptional. It's the perfect opportunity to build those professional relationships and take it to the next level. You're not just there to work day to day, you're there for a more meaningful experience than that, and that's what both of my employers provided.
Yeah, because you said, you know, they were hiring people, right? They're hiring people. So it's about those personal connections, for one thing.
Exactly.
And it wasn't just about the paycheck?
No, no. Honestly, after that the first week, never thought about the paycheck. It was really about the strong experience, the relationship building, skill development, going in with little knowledge and just the growth overall and building that was my word earlier for the earlier part, community, building the strong community. That's the biggest benefit out of it all.
Yeah. Valentina, comme les stages continuent d'être à distance ou en mode hybride, beaucoup d'étudiantes et étudiants trouvent que l'intégration et le travail à distance sont difficiles. Comment gérerez-vous cette situation pour qu'elle soit efficace et motivante pour les stagiaires?
Oui, donc à chaque session, nous assurons d'être là, toute l'équipe, pour accueillir chaque stagiaire. Donc, l'équipe de stagiaires se présente au grand complet. Donc, il est présenté à toute l'équipe. Puis, lors des premières semaines de formation, le mentor, le formateur s'assure d'être là pendant une semaine au moins ou deux pour essayer de former le stagiaire comme il faut. Donc, en personne, c'est toujours plus facile qu'en ligne. Mais c'est sûr qu'on n'a pas le choix d'avoir quelques jours dans la semaine en télétravail. Sinon, nous avons beaucoup de 5 à 7, des dîners d'équipe, des dîners de Noël, dîners d'anniversaire, donc les sorties saute-mouton. Donc, il y a beaucoup des activités sociales donc pour intégrer le stagiaire vraiment au sein de l'équipe. Donc, au final, on reste pas juste des collègues, mais vraiment des amis.
D'accord. And so, Nicolas, what was your transition like? Because you started your first internship in fall 2020, so big part of the pandemic right then. And then you completed your last work term in summer 2022, once things had really normalized somewhat. So what was that like, that transition for you?
Well, I was actually very lucky because we started out in person, my internship. So I didn't start off right off the bat online. And I'm very thankful for that. It's privileged because if I had started off online, I really don't think I would have had as much of a learning curve. I wouldn't have gotten that bonding experience with the team. The experience would have been totally different. And that's why I value really the in-person aspects of the internships that I got. And now because of that, of course, when we had to move online at one point for remote work, I think, was it me or someone else got COVID, and that's what triggered the nice sequence of events. It was me, eh? Whoops. So yeah, we had to move online at one point because of that la belle bébite, as I call it. And it did require quite a bit of adapting. I still live at my parents', very thankful for that opportunity, but it also means that I'm working maybe 2 feet away from my bed. So motivational wise, some days were a little rough, but you know, when you have those team meetings in the morning, those daily DMM, the daily morning meetings, it's really, it's something to look forward to talk and meet the team every morning and to stay upbeat throughout the day.
Yeah, definitely. So another question for you, Nicolas, how did you adapt to the different work environments? So you had a relatively small firm at Anderson and then a very large firm at Bombardier. So what did you feel was different, and what lessons did you take with you?
Shortly put, I focused on the team itself. Like, yes, similarly, Anderson does have offices around the world, but the team, we were what, like a dozen or so?
Yeah, at the time.
Around a dozen at the time. And Bombardier, yes, is a huge organization, but in the cost accounting team that I was in, we were also several to a dozen employees. And so just not being overwhelmed by the size of the firm and the challenges that come with that, just enjoying and focusing on the team itself and the colleagues that surround you, because those are the people that are going to be there and support you throughout your journey.
So did you find there was a difference at all between a smaller firm and, I mean, I know it's internationally a large firm, but locally it's a small firm compared to Bombardier?
Personally, I did not notice a difference because,
Okay.
again, because of my mental state of just focusing on my team.
Yeah.
So it's not something I noticed personally.
Okay, good to know. So just a reminder to the audience, we're actually going to be getting towards the end very soon. So if you have questions, either just note them in your head or put them into the Q&A if you're online. So we'll be getting to the Q&A soon. So for both Valentina et Simon, on va commencer avec Valentina. À l'Institut, nous proposons un programme de mentorat pour les étudiantes et étudiants de premier cycle et nous commençons à l'ouvrir à celles et ceux de deuxième cycle. Nous offrons également notre programme Femmes en ingénierie, expérience de lancement de carrière pour les étudiantes en ingénierie. Quelle initiative existe-t-il au sein de vos organisations en matière de mentorat, de système de soutien et ou de mise en réseau?
Oui, en fait, depuis quelques sessions seulement, c'est tout nouveau, nous avons lancé un programme d'accompagnement pour les futurs CPA. Donc, ce programme, il consiste à rester chez Bombardier pendant les 24 mois de stage que la personne a besoin pour avoir son titre. Mais elle ne reste pas dans la même équipe. Elle fait la rotation de plusieurs équipes en finance, en comptabilité. Donc, elle voit plusieurs professionnels, elle voit des tâches différentes. Puis, au final, le stage est crédité justement pour le CPA. Donc, ça, c'est vraiment nouveau. Donc, je vous invite à aller vous renseigner sur le site Internet. Très intéressant comme programme. Puis, honnêtement, même moi, je l'aurais pris si ça serait disponible dans mon temps.
Merci.
So what we've done in the last couple of years or so, where we started this immense need for mentorship, is anyone who starts is paired with someone. Of course, everyone's your mentor and there's informal mentors, but there's a formal mentorship program for everyone where they're paired up with someone more senior in the team to kind of guide them, develop them. And stewardship is a huge factor at Anderson, not only in the Montreal office, but everywhere, where we are there to form the next generation of partners. And it does require passing on the knowledge, the wisdom, talking about all the mistakes we've made, and hopefully the next generation they'll make other mistakes, but at least not ours. One thing that I found very, very interesting is that if I go back to my days and when I did interviews and people of my age doing interview, this whole concept of asking any organization, what mentorship programs you have was inexistent. No one taught about mentorship. It was very informal. It was, a concept that you heard about, but it wasn't something that you really saw as a key element of your career. And I think we saw an evolution from generation, and I think we're rightfully so, where it has become much more ingrained in people's mind that, you go much faster by having this team spirited to some extent because someone's helping you along the line. And we were very happy to have these type of programs in place. And like I said, there's the formal ones. That's the person that it's your buddy. But we are all called to say, how do I develop the aptitude, the skills, the thinking of the younger folks? Because every opportunity during lunchtime, during their question about, do I buy a house, their question about what kind of diamond I want, not for men. I never asked that question to myself, but those are all areas where we could help people, and we could bring it back to the work environment where we say, this is how we think for our clients. And I think I'm very happy to see that the new generation of workforce has really caught on to the fact that, you know what, go get the wisdom from people that have a little bit more, and hopefully, and I don't know if I ever told you that, but when we hire someone, I always say the same thing. My object in a lot of other places, if you hire someone and they're potentially better than you, they're a threat. But we think differently. If I hire someone and they become better than me, I've done something right. Because that's the objective. It's the next generation being better than the previous one, because that's not a threat. That is your legacy extending past what you've been able to do.
So it's very much part of the organizational culture for both of your organizations to develop that, to really to support that. That's great. You could have a diamond if you want.
Thank you. Are you offering to pay for it?
No, I can't.
I could have whatever I want, but it's a question of who pays for it.
So Nicolas, mentorship. So we can't let this end without highlighting all of the other ways you've contributed at Concordia, notably your role as an institute mentor in the peer-to-peer mentorship program. So the role of a peer-to-peer mentor is to support mentees throughout their first year of their institute journey, throughout important phases such as the first study term at Concordia, the internship job search, the application process, interviewing, and then they continue to mentor during the internship, and finally the term that the mentee returns to campus after the internship. So I don't know if we have any other institute peer-to-peer mentors in the audience. Do we? Raise your hand. Yes? Oh, fantastic. Okay. So I want to highlight them as well, because this is really an incredible way to kind of pay it forward, to give back and give to the next group of students. So any mentors of the peer-to-peer mentorship program, please stand. Yes, please. Yes, I saw another. Yes, great. Yay, thank you very much. Thank you. So you can sit. Thank you. So Nicolas, why did you choose to become a mentor at the Institute, and what are you taking away with you from that experience?
So I did start off as a mentee myself right before my first work term, just to help me navigate through that co-op journey, which was very new back in my first semester in 2019. Now saying it now, it feels like a while back. But becoming a mentor is my way of giving back, because I've grown so much through that mentorship experience, and now through the co-op journey and through the university experience at Concordia, at JMSB. And giving back is very important for me. It's one of the many reasons why I'm very involved as a person at school and in my community, because I find it important to stay engaged in those communities, especially those that help support you. So that's why I find it important to give back to the Institute Co-op of Cooperative Education by becoming a mentor, and also now taking on the role since 2021, I believe, the peer-to-peer committee, to help orient a greater number of students that are going through that same co-op journey.
Yeah, it's invaluable for them to hear from their peers, right? From people who have just themselves gone through this experience.
Exactly,
So,
and someone from the same, it's funny to say, but just having someone from the same age group who has just recently gone through that experience is very invaluable, on top of the support by the co-op staff and the university faculty.
Yeah, great, thank you. So that is the end of our prepared questions. So do we have any questions in the Q&A or in the audience? And I'll ask Kristen Oliver. There she is. No questions in the online Q&A? Okay. Are there any questions? Yes, go ahead. Here in the second row.
Thank you. First of all, congratulations, Nicolas, on winning your award. I think those of us in the room that know you know how deserving you are of this award. I'm just so happy for you. So my question is, you've been so involved at school. I feel like you're such a core part of GMSB. So I was wondering if you could share with us some of the skills that you've acquired through all of your involvement, so that people understand what skills they can highlight just by being involved, in the community.
Thanks, Karen. But before answering that, yes, we're talking a lot about me, but it's much more than me. It's a whole community, a whole network that we've built through that experience. I'm often asked, as you say, how are you so involved in so many different committees, organizations without drinking coffee? Because yes, I still don't drink coffee. It's all about passion. So being involved in things that you find meaningful and using those opportunities to develop certain skill sets to stay organized. So one is time management skills. You definitely need, especially if you're handling 4 to 5 different committees on top of classes and work. Right off the bat, I say Google Calendar and Microsoft To Do. They're my lifesavers in that regard. Just organizational skills in general, and also communication skills. Those are huge soft skills that you develop through these opportunities and that are transferable in your professional career.
Next, yeah. Maybe just say your name when you ask the question, please.
Sure. Hi, I'm Olivia. I work in the Office of Experiential Learning and at the Institute, and congratulations, Nicolas. My question first is for you, just to get a better sense of how co-op helped you kind of navigate, these early stages of your career. And then to the employers, thank you so much for being here. What stands out to you in terms of a co-op, the caliber of a co-op student?
Thanks for your question. Very shortly put, I'd say the co-op staff, the support, especially for those that are going into the first work term, is tremendous. Richard, I have to thank you as well. I remember my first internship before landing the Anderson one. That was actually locked in maybe a couple of weeks before the beginning of the internship date. So nearing the end of the semester without an internship locked in was very stressful, but the support never disappeared from the co-op staff. So just having that network from the university, that's one of the main benefits of this institute, having that support through that first professional career or opportunity is very valuable.
Well, from employer's perspective, I would say that comparing to people out of the co-op program with people that are outside of a co-op program, because we've also had those type of interns, I mean, there's no doubt that the quality of the students coming through the co-op are better adapted to our needs, and they seem to get things faster, be a lot more efficient. Why that is, I'm not sure. I think probably the co-op program is composed of people that have been more willing and more enthusiastic about that type of experience, and they're looking for learning rather than a pay, because your joke was a joke, but it doesn't change the fact that a lot of people are looking for pay. We are looking for someone who wants to learn. And I think the co-op, generally speaking, attracts people who are in that mindset. So there's no doubt that the program works and it produces better candidates.
I'll let Valentina answer, but first I have something to add. One thing about co-op, yes, you have some students that do one internship and then drop the program. Me being a huge advocate for the Institute, it's very important to stick through it, because as you know, those who are in co-op, yes, you have to be full-time, including during the summer months. And that for some is a sacrifice and it's a lot of work, but employers recognize that, and that on top of it, it helps the employers understand that you went through that, you were dedicated, disciplined enough to get through it, and they know that you're a hard worker by going through that whole 3 internship process.
Yeah, good point.
Thank you. So, je suis d'accord avec Simon. Donc, les étudiants de coop sont peut-être mieux préparés à qu'est-ce qui les attend. Et eux autres, ils ont commencé le coop en sachant qu'ils vont faire des stages, tandis que les étudiants qui sont hors coop, ils cherchent vraiment un emploi. Donc, c'est plus... It's not the same game.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
First of all, congratulations, Nicolas. And for the two of you, in terms of soft skills, what do you think is like the more valuable for the students in the process of interviewing and everything, so you can choose a really high quality in soft skills student?
Ok, ben, chez nous, c'est vraiment être autonome, donc autonome et débrouillard. Donc, puis, ne pas être gêné de poser des questions. Donc, les questions sont là pour apprendre. Mais si un étudiant est capable de se débrouiller dans une situation difficile toute seule, c'est vraiment très, très, très apprécié. Puis, bien sûr, comme Simon avait mentionné, les skills en Excel, c'est quelque chose qui est très, très, très utile tout au long du parcours.
Thank you. I would say no is not an option. There's always a solution. There's always, no matter how big the problem is, if you're with the mindset of there is a solution, there is a way around it. It may not be a perfect solution. It may not be the solution you would want, but there's always this blockers that candidates, especially less experienced candidates, put themselves where they hit the road and they're like, there's nothing to do, is a big issue, as opposed to the mindset of, let me do something with it. Let me think that I can come up with ideas around this problem and not stop at the problem, because we have problems every day. Every client, there are files where you run into problems, you call CRA and they're not answering you, or they give you whatever, I want to be careful with my words.
They go on strike.
Yeah, they go on strike in April. You know, CRA are good friends. But there's solutions out there, and you could come up with it. And you got the brain at your age in this level to come up with solutions. Some that could be as valid as more senior people. And I think we had a foosball feud at some point, and we weren't getting along on team composition, and I didn't want to be with Junior. And we turned to Bergie and we're like, hey, Bergie, what do you think? And he said, and I said, you were sitting on the couch and you said, what makes you happy? And we're like, well, that's a pretty good solution. Let's, we have good teams, but there's wisdom in these kids, and I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit old here. We think that the student generation is capable of great things. We see it. You gotta want it. That's all it requires. You gotta want it. And that's the intangible.
Yeah.
So Nicolas, you know Alexandre, so our director, and he always say, nous ne faisons pas d'opération à cœur ouvert. Donc, nous faisons de la comptabilité. Donc, tu peux essayer qu'est-ce que tu veux, il n'y a personne qui va mourir. Donc, c'est la meilleure citation que j'ai eue.
Merci, merci. Are there any other questions? Or online?
Question and a comment. Question for Simon, if you'd like to answer it. What's your nickname at the office, if we may ask? You don't have to answer.
Well, I've had many over the years. My most famous nickname is Manolo because of Scarface, because from a very young age, I've been told that I look like Manolo. When I was younger, I invented the drink Sunny D vodka, so my nickname became Sunny D. My last name also being D, so Sunny D was, in high school, it was Fun Bobby. So it depends which period of my life you want to talk about. Currently, it's just Simon. I've gotten over those days.
Thank you. I'd make a comment actually for all our students, present students and aspiring co-op students. It's been a joy working with Nicolas, first of all. And I want to get back to the point he made earlier, for those of us that may have missed it, was that for his first work term, while he was working incredibly hard to secure one, doing everything right, timing and luck maybe weren't on his side. And as he said, it was coming down to the wire to find a placement. And he finally found this great opportunity with Anderson. And so look where he is now, from there, having much, I'll say challenge. It was very challenging to find a work term. He stuck to it. He worked really hard. And today he's our Student of the Year for Co-op. He was our nominee for the Quebec Student of the Year Award as well. And, so the message is loud and clear to all students that, you work hard, like the messages you're imparting today, work hard enough, give your all, build a community, and help in any which way you can, help yourself, help others, and anything's possible. Congratulations. Thanks,
Richard. And as I said earlier, it's all thanks to the support over the years. And also, yes, I landed with Anderson at in the last moments of that job search term. But, last piece of advice, keep your mind open, because sometimes, back then I never thought I would land or lock in that internship, but go in with an open mind. You never know what kind of opportunity and benefit you'll get out of it. So that's it.
Thank you. Was there one online? No? Okay. All right, great. So I think that's a great note to end on. Thank you all so much for being here, and merci, and thank you to Nicolas, Simon, and Valentina. Merci.
All right, thanks everybody. And that's a signal for us to close up the Zoom space that we've had open since the morning. Thank you so much for joining us in that space. I don't know if organizers want to jump in to say anything final, or I'm good to close it up. There's someone? Okay.
You're working right now too, right?
Yeah, first day of training.
Awesome. Welcome, Sarah. Welcome back.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for being in the space here. Thank you, everybody who's been online either this morning or this afternoon. This is really our day to celebrate, celebrate our students, celebrate our employers, but also for us as staff to take a moment. We don't do it enough. So I really want to thank the whole Institute staff, the staff here at Fourth Space, for really making this day a success. Huge thanks goes to our event planner, Céline Bébé. None of this is possible without her, truly. So thank you, everybody. The winners from this morning's ceremony will be on our website shortly, if it isn't already. So I encourage you to go to our website to find out more about our programming, but also to continue to celebrate all of our fantastic awardees. Have a great day. Bye.
All right, bye everybody on Zoom. A reminder that this is live streamed and available on our YouTube channel, Concordia University Fourth Space. Bye everyone.
Thank you. That's fantastic. Great.